Welcome to the fire. Do you remember your first adventure? Not sure what to do and just trying your best. It's a whole world of new possibilities. First time player's creative solution for being arrested. r/dndstories posted by Cancer Spice. So I've been playing D&D for over 3 years, and a couple months ago, a few friends of mine and I started a new campaign. We are 5 people total, including the DM, and our party consists of an Azamar, a half-elf, a changeling, and an Earth Genanzi. The changeling and the Earth Genanzi are first-time players. This story is gonna focus on the changeling and how my first time player friend made this the most chaotic and memorable session of D&D I have ever played, and not for the reasons you're expecting. The party is in this new city, trying to find a kidnapper. They came across an NPC who we found out to be sort of the leader of an underground organization. They told us to talk to their contacts to get more information on the person we're looking for, and we decided that the best way to do that was to split up and hit the different shops to gather intel. Everything was going great until it was the changeling's turn to visit the tea shop. She got there without much trouble, sat at the bar, and immediately started chatting with the barkeep. She mentioned the name of the guy we were looking for, which later resulted in the barkeep to ask her if she was part of the Moon Dragon's Tongue. Thinking this was a secret mafia organization, the changeling said yes, so the delighted barkeep gave her a little bag with strange-looking leaves as well as 3 shots on the house. They talked further, which led the barkeep to losing her mind over the name the changeling had given her, stating how the guy was a bastard that owed her money, and in a fit of rage she left the shop, leaving the changeling alone at the bar. You have a bag of leaves, a set of 3 shots, and odd-looking pastries in front of you. What do you do? The changeling decides to inspect the leaves, asking if they look edible, and after rolling badly for intelligence, our DM says, yes, they look edible. The changeling takes the tiniest bite off one, and almost immediately her tongue swells and her mouth goes dry. In a panic, she gulps down the shots, which taste disgusting, making her now drunk and poisoned. Everyone is losing their minds at the table, trying not to laugh while the changeling player is desperately trying to find a solution. She goes out of the shop in an attempt to find the rest of the party, but it is oh so evident that she is not sober. Our DM rolls a dice, and oh man, she stumbles upon a guard. At first, the guard is just confused. It was very early in the morning, and seeing someone this messed up is not common in the city we are in. Then, the changeling attempts to flirt with the guard in hopes she'll let her go, but it results in a terrible roll, which makes the guard arrest her instead. Then comes the kicker. We are all losing our minds at the table, right? Changeling player is trying to find out a way to get away from this situation, so she comes up with the most unhinged solution. She decides that the best way to get out of this situation is to shit her pants. Yup, shit her pants. Changeling starts telling the guard how she should let her go because she is sick and she needs to go back home where she can be taken care of and her sister is waiting for her, etc. Can I shit my pants? What? Would she be able to shit her pants? I mean, you can roll for it if you want. RDM makes her roll performance. Everyone is at the edge of their seat, anticipating the outcome, and Changeling rolls high enough that she successfully soils herself. The guard stops walking, looks at her with horror in her eyes. DM rolls again, and everyone is waiting expectantly to see if our friend can get away with just shitting herself. DM looks up, pursing her lips, trying not to laugh, and just says, "Failure." We all scream and laugh as the guard keeps dragging the Changeling to jail. The Changeling player losing her mind about how she just shat her pants for nothing. This little Changeling, first time player, and she managed to make the most memorable D&D interaction I've ever witnessed, and also managed to get herself arrested in only our 4th session. The only thing we could do to console her was to say, "That's D&D, buddy. LMAO, we are a few months into this campaign now, and this still remains the most iconic interaction we've had so far." Also, the guard who arrested her ended up being part of the underground organization we joined. We didn't know until just a few sessions ago. It made for a great reunion. TLDR, one of the first-time players in this campaign, decided the best way to avoid arrest was to flirt with the guard and shit her pants right after, all while being poisoned and drunk. Hey, sometimes you just got to think outside the box. That's why sometimes being in a group with a first-time player can be really interesting. And that's our story. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more future content. Also, if you would kindly follow the socials posted in the description, that would be amazing. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.